What's going on, you guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the truck that started it all, the 02 Cummins Ram. Sorry about my voice in advance. I've been sick. That's why this video didn't come out last week. Instead, it's coming out this week. But we got the truck right here. It hasn't been started in about a little over a month and like 3 weeks or so. The transmission just went out on it. The truck just hit 187,000 miles on a stock transmission, so it's lasted pretty good long time. I mean, it's been tuned, it's got injectors, it's fully modified aftermarket turbo, got a BD turbo, lots of mods. Never touched the transmission in this thing, so lasted a while. But let's start it up and see how it runs. Actually haven't driven it, just my dad said, yep, he lost second gear. This is obviously his truck, but this is the truck that started it all for me, started my love for diesel trucks, and actually started the channel, and that's why it's named the 02 Cummins Ram. It's all because of this truck right here. So let's give this truck here a good cold start and get it on the road. I want to see how it drives, since he drove it home when it broke down, when he lost it. So he said he drove it home all the way in first gear, and never leaves you stranded. I mean, it's a Cummins for you. I've never been stranded in this truck. It'll keep going through no matter what's wrong with it. So let's give it a cold start and see how it reacts to the transmission being bad in it. So let's step inside. Got the original key right here. By the way, my dad did buy this truck brand new when I was a little kid. Like, I was there at the dealership when we bought this. So had this truck its whole life. It is a complete base model, got the crank windows and everything. Interior not terrible. I mean, I remember I did that in high school right there. Visor's obviously starting to go, but let's see if this thing starts. I mean, it's had a little solar panel on it, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the battery will still start her up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yep, he said he left it with a little bit of fuel. Wait for the weight to start. Oh, dang. Look at that. Old Cummins still starts up. Dang. Always turning overdrive off. Look at that. How many miles we got on there? 187,000 on this thing. Runs like a champ. I'm gonna let it warm up and we'll go take it for a drive. Figured I'd pop the hood for you guys. Let you see what's been done to it. Got the manifold there. So we've got propane injection too, so lots of mods to it. Aftermarket pumps, it's got it all. This truck has like an aftermarket VP44. It's got everything. I think it's a blue chip. I don't remember the exact name. I don't think it's industrial injection, but let's see how this thing goes. Does it go into gear? Look at that. We're moving back a little bit. Kind of let it build up pressure. I mean, it's always done this where you put it in gear and it doesn't really drive. It's done this for probably the last 50,000 miles. So let's see. There we go. Now it's kind of going back. Let's get this guy out of here and let's go take it around the block. I'm not going to take this onto the streets because from what I know, it doesn't, work 100%. So let's take her on out. Let's see if she'll go into a drive here. She engages barely. Give it a little gas. Oh, I got the speed bump there. Let's give it a little running start. Definitely got reversed in first. Oh, that's barely first. That was a lot of gas for first. So let's close up the garage here and everything and take her around the block. Got the window cracked. Let's see how this thing does. I mean, it does first gear. It's got first. Let's see when it wants to go shift into second here. That's definitely a lot of gas for just trying to take off here. Okay, here we go. Do we have second? Is that what I think it is? Did it come back? Oh my gosh, this truck never ceases to amaze me. Amazing, you guys. The transmission is back in it. She will not quit. This truck will not quit. Probably because it's just really cold and, you know, it's not warmed up yet. I bet you the second this thing gets warmed up, it'll just start slipping and probably lose second again. But I am surprised right now because my dad had to drive, I think it was almost like 10, 15-ish miles all the way back home in first because it wouldn't shift. There was no power in second. Like, it was just rolling coal for days in second. No power, wasn't going. Still have to put a lot of gas in it to take off in first, but I mean, it's going. I mean, we got cold AC, it's working. I let off there because, I mean, the speed limit's only 30-ish up in here, so I don't want to go too fast, but I'm going to take it on the road. I'm going to see if we can get this thing up to like 50. Let's see if we can do it. Transmission is definitely not acting as it probably should, but we'll see how this goes. And also, I'm not getting on the throttle too much. Like, I'm trying to go like no more than half throttle because this is definitely probably not the best conditions for it, of course. I think that's all the gears. I think we just hit overdrive. Wow. Roll the window up there. She's back. I thought I was gonna be making a video on the transmission being broken and this is how it feels, but I guess not. Well, since this thing is driving, I'm gonna go put a little bit of gas in it because it's about to run out. We have my dad put in a fuel, not like a sump, but he did his homemade job and it runs out right on the line before E. So everything works, but it runs out right before that line there on E. So I've got to go put a little bit of diesel in this. So let's go do that right now. Let's hope we got all of our gears here. First definitely feels like there's like it has like probably a quarter of the power it should have in first. Like, I feel like it's probably definitely slipping in first because it feels like it's not going in first. Like, I had to put a lot of throttle in to get it up and moving. So let's go and put some diesel in this. That should be right there. Since this truck will probably be sitting, don't want to put too much in it. So far, so good. Let's see if we'll make it back here. Unless just want to, I don't know, we'll see. That's got to be a lot of slipping right there because this thing's not putting any power down. I mean, I don't know, it feels pretty good. Let's see. That was a good downshift. I'm literally surprised. Wow. This thing will just, hey, transmission doesn't work, give it a month, it'll fix itself. That's a Cummins for you. Man, I don't even know what to say. I could probably drive this to a shop and have it rebuilt. I don't even think I need to trailer it anywhere. I'm pretty surprised here. I'm actually really happy with it. Let's continue to drive it around for a little bit, get it kind of warmed up and whatnot. I will say I definitely do like driving this over the manual. I don't know, the red truck it's cool. It's so fun driving a manual, but even with this thing, transmission slipping, it feels faster than the manual. I just don't think I'm good at shifting or what, but I don't know. It is just, the truck is slow, and with it being a manual and everything, I'm just probably a bad shifter, but I like a quick automatic. And don't get me wrong, manual's fun, I like it, but I will say this truck has just got so many memories in this truck, and it just, you know, it's my baby. I drove this thing to high school. I grew up in this truck right here. Like, honestly, I want to rebuild this to its like former glory. I want to do full paint, body, you know, transmission rebuild, front end rebuild, get that, you know, steering all good on this truck. I want to get this truck like in perfect shape. Then I want to start doing some like cool stuff. Like I want to put some nice wheels on it, you know, bumpers, all that, everything. I want to keep this truck for the rest of my life. Like that's kind of my plan with this truck. Like I don't ever want to sell this truck. And I know you're thinking, didn't this guy just say that this is his dad's truck? Yes, it is, but I'll talk to you in a little bit here, but I'm thinking this will finally be my truck here pretty soon. We're thinking about doing a possible trade between me and my dad, so we might be getting this truck here on the channel. So let's go find a spot to kind of take a look at the truck, and I'll tell you guys all about it. A lot of smoke there, not much power. She's still shifting though. I mean, she's holding on. Transmission temp isn't too warm, obviously. That warmed it up right there. It was right down almost closer to 140, but that little acceleration got her back up there to 170. So she's starting to warm up though. Yes, you guys, this truck here might finally be mine. As you guys know, I have a 2005 Cummins also. Hasn't been on the channel recently, but I'll put a picture of it here on the screen for you guys. Currently, right now, my dad is borrowing that truck and using it as a work truck. Since this one is being somewhat proven unreliable with the transmission, since he's borrowing that, we were thinking about possibly doing a trade. And me finally acquiring this truck right here. Like, I never told you guys like the story about it, but I saved up, was it close to about $11,000 before I bought the Challenger to buy this truck right here. But it turned out my dad needed it for work, so that's when I went out and bought the Challenger, and instead of getting this truck right here. I've always wanted this truck my whole life, and I'm super excited to finally be able to have the opportunity to get it. So basically the trade is going to be my silver 05 with 287 or 200, almost 290,000 miles on it by now. Clean title truck for this truck right here, which is actually now a salvage title. My dad did have a little accident in it, so I'll post some pictures of that on the screen. I also have a little video here for you guys. You can see from the damages, like you can see like parts of the scrapes from the car right here. The grill is broken. This whole bumper is actually like smashed back in about a good solid like couple inches. Like there's supposed to be a gap right here. This is where the bumper is supposed to come to an end, the back here, so it's pushed back pretty far. The under the hood there kind of pushed into the AC condenser, so there's like a little hole back in there in it. As you can see, like the headlights are like, it sheared off the clips for the headlights down here in the bottom. So I mean, like this whole front end is like needs to be replaced. Look at the bumper back here, it's pretty much gone right there. That's all from hitting the median, and the tire bursted. The exhaust pipe got wrapped around the rear axle, and pretty much that's what happened. I mean, the whole side of the truck ended up scraping because when it hit it on this rear corner, and then the front of the truck kind of came in and hit it too. This mirror was like all the way back that way. It's completely, it's, you know, busted and broken. The whole mirror is, this whole rim here all hit the median right there. I mean, I hope it's not bent, but that's also where this happened too, is the light popped out. I'm imagining. Not sure how exactly this happened, but I'm thinking it's from the other car when the Lexus came back around and kind of hit it, or there was another car involved. I don't know if the Lexus hit them or if this is where the other car hit my dad's truck, but my dad's truck pretty much just went spinning, is pretty much is what happened. So that really sucks. It kind of got the cab corner there, got the side step right there, and actually right here on the wheel too, it got, you know, scraped all around the wheel, got the little cap there for the hub. But yeah, you guys, it sucks. It is a totaled. I talked with the adjuster yesterday. It's gone. I think it's about 11,000 plus to have it fixed, and the truck, they valued it at like 11.8 ish. So well, my dad's option is to either take about 11,000 or keep the truck
It'll be branded as a salvage title. You'll have to get it fixed to make it, you know, roadworthy and be able to register it again, and you'll get $8,000. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now that's a true axle dump right there. That's America right there. If it ain't coming out the front, it ain't a true axle dump. And here's the over the wheel side dump too, if you just want to give you guys a little example there. Finally getting this thing bent out. We used that truck there a little bit just to pull it out after we got it, of course, over here. And we got the spare on, and now should be ready to drive.
As you can see, that truck wasn't too bad of an accident. I mean, we got it fixed up pretty good now, but trading for this truck, and he also has a 1994 GMC, which is a clean title truck with like 230,000 miles. It's got a crate engine in it, so it's a little four-wheel drive 1500. So I'd basically be doing two trucks for one. I'd give him my truck, which is, you know, got a built trans, front end's all done on it, truck doesn't leak a drop, a good solid running truck, for this one that needs a little bit of work, and the Chevy that pretty much is a good little truck there. So I probably end up just selling this Chevy and putting the money into this truck right here. Probably put a transmission in it with the sale of the Chevy, or actually GMC, sorry, it's a GMC 1500. But that's pretty much kind of my plan, and that's what I'm thinking about doing. And obviously with that, you know, I wouldn't have a need for two second gen trucks. You know, I have the red truck, you know, I'll put a picture of it right here so you guys can see it. And, you know, I'd have this truck if I do the trade. So there wouldn't be any real need for me to have two of them and to have two builds going on at the same time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the red truck. It's a manual, it's awesome, but, you know, it's a truck I just bought. It's a truck that I can make a little bit of money on to help build this one up. And I really do think it'd probably be time to just, after I do the trade, sell the red truck, sell the GMC, and just build this thing to perfect condition. Because I truly do want this truck to have it for the rest of my life. I want to give this to my son, my daughter, whatever, in the future. And, you know, they can drive it in high school. They can own it throughout their lives. I want this truck forever. I love it. I want to build it perfectly. Like, I want to get this thing like in pristine condition. Obviously, I'm thinking it needs new bed sides, new cap corner there, cool full repaint, transmission, front end suspension there needs to be rebuilt. But other than that there, I mean, that's a lot of work and stuff, but it'll definitely be a nice truck when it's done. And, you know, it's lower mileage than the red truck. The red truck has 250,000, 187. So definitely a lot nicer little build there as far as, you know, mileage on those vehicles. So I definitely do like this combination right here, the short box, extended cab. It's always been a favorite of mine. I will miss, though, the power windows on the red truck. The red truck does have the power windows. So that is what I'm thinking, you guys. I am thinking about selling the red truck. I know we've only had it for a little bit, but probably gonna do that if I end up getting this truck, because I just don't need two of them, and I'd need a lot of money to help fix this truck up here. Who knows, maybe we might keep the red truck, but as of right now, I mean, I'm not going to be selling it anytime soon. Like, this is probably months from now. I mean, we still probably will do more stuff to the red truck, but that's just kind of what my mindset is right now, because if I can get this truck, that'd be amazing. That's just kind of what I'm looking at. Obviously, the Charger is still here. I don't plan on selling that until I can hopefully get maybe a C8 Corvette or maybe a C7 or something, maybe later on. I'm still buried in that thing. I'm definitely negative on it, so got to pay it off a little bit more, you know. Let's go take this guy home here, and let's see if we make it there. Let's see if she'll start up again, and let's see if the transmission and we'll get us back home. Well, you guys, we made it home. Truck is doing great. Transmission temp, a little bit trying to get to focus there, right between probably about 180, 90-ish there, so right about probably a 185. Not acting up. 240 mark there, it probably started maybe acting up, but pretty surprised. I mean, it did pretty well. Definitely pretty happy with it. Had to go pick up a little trailer in the Cummins, or actually get the red truck to the house. Look at this, the gas gauge works. Crazy. It's like everything started working in this truck. That's pretty cool. Got a half a tank in there, and it's actually correct. I have about 200 miles on this trip, so pretty excited about that. But now, of course, the AC is like barely working, so that's why I got the windows down. So it's not one thing, it's another, right, you guys? But let's shift into 6th. Rolls the coal, man, rolls the coal. Definitely say I do like the red truck though. It is pretty cool. Definitely looks pretty badass, I will say. There we go, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Should I trade my 05 Cummins right here for my dad's 2002 truck and his 1999 GMC Sierra, little 1500 four-wheel drive? So let me know. What do you guys think? Should I do the trade? I'm thinking I really want to. Definitely want to fix up the 02. And yeah, this will just be my dad's truck right here. What do you guys think of it? Should I do the trade? Comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.